Most people wait for motivation to strike before they take action. They wait for the perfect mood, the right time, or a wave of inspiration to get moving. But the truth is, motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather, unpredictable and unreliable. If you only work when you're motivated, you'll barely work at all. The key is to act asterisk without asterisk waiting to feel ready. You have to force yourself to be consistent, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. That's what separates people who succeed from those who just wish they could. Anyone can show up when it's easy, but champions show up when it's hard, when they're tired, when they doubt themselves, and when no one is watching. Consistency built without motivation is the most powerful kind. It means you're not a slave to your feelings. It means you've decided that your goals matter more than your mood, and that decision, that discipline, is where true power lies. This is how momentum is built. One choice, one action at a time. Every time you push through resistance, you prove to yourself that you're in control. You stop negotiating with your excuses. You stop waiting, and you asterisk start becoming asterisk. Success doesn't come to the most inspired. It comes to the most consistent, the ones who keep showing up day in and day out, even when it's not fun, even when progress is slow, even when they're not sure if it's working. Because they know one thing for sure: if they keep going, something will change. So don't wait to feel good to get started. Don't wait for the perfect mood or the perfect moment. Asterisk force yourself asterisk to show up. And do it again and again. That's how greatness is built. We often set big goals and dream about the life we want. Success, recognition, freedom, impact. And while having a goal is important, goals alone don't get you there. What really determines whether you make it or not is your daily habits, your systems. Because when life gets tough, you don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your discipline. Think about it. Anyone can say, "I want to be successful," but wanting isn't enough. What are you doing every single day to make that happen? What actions have you locked in, even when you're tired, unmotivated, or facing setbacks? That's where systems come in. Systems are the routines, habits, and processes that support your goals. They're what you fall back on when everything else falls apart. If your system is inconsistent, reactive, or based on how you feel, you'll constantly stop and start, and progress will be slow or non-existent. But if your system is built on non-negotiable habits, like waking up early to work on your craft, dedicating time every day to your goals, or showing up no matter what, you create unstoppable momentum. And over time, that momentum turns into results. It's not about doing one big thing once in a while. It's about doing small things with intention every day. The people you admire, the ones who have reached levels you aspire to, they didn't get there overnight. They got there through systems that they stuck to, no matter how they felt. They created a foundation that wouldn't let them fall when life got real. So don't just set goals. Build a system that supports them. Because when motivation fades and challenges hit, and they will, it's your habits that keep you moving. And it's that consistency, through your system, that turns your goals into reality. Consistency doesn't always feel exciting. In fact, most of the time it feels repetitive, even boring. There's no applause when you wake up early to work out. No spotlight when you choose to study instead of scroll. No crowd cheering you on when you show up to do the work. Again. But that's the truth about success. It's not built in moments of hype. It's built in the quiet, unremarkable routines you stick to when no one's watching. The process isn't meant to be thrilling every day. It's supposed to stretch you, challenge you, and build discipline. And discipline isn't a rush of energy. It's a decision you make over and over. It's choosing the long, term win over the short-term high. And that choice gets boring sometimes, but boring doesn't mean unimportant. In fact, it's usually a sign you're on the right path. We live in a world that celebrates speed, quick wins, overnight success, viral moments. But what's real, what lasts, comes from sustained effort. It's the compound effect of doing small things right for a long time, the gym sessions that feel routine, the writing that doesn't flow perfectly, the quiet grind with no instant feedback. That's where the magic actually happens. People give up not because they're incapable, but because they confuse boredom with failure. They think, if I'm not excited, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But in reality, that's where most people stop, and where successful people keep going. The ability to stay consistent when it's not thrilling is a superpower. So if it feels boring, good. That means you're doing the work. That means you're building something solid. Keep going. The results may not show up tomorrow, but if you stay consistent, they will show up. And when they do, you'll realize the boring parts were the most important steps of all. There will be days when everything feels heavy, days when you're exhausted, unmotivated, and questioning if any of this is even worth it. On those days, the temptation to skip, to delay, or to quit becomes loud. But that's the exact moment that defines you, not the easy days, but the hard ones. Because anyone can show up when everything's going right. The real test is whether you'll show up when it isn't. Consistency isn't built on perfect conditions. It's built on commitment. You have to make a choice, a non-negotiable decision, that you'll show up regardless of how you feel. Whether you're tired, uncertain, afraid, or frustrated, you show up. Whether it's raining outside or cloudy in your mind, you show up. That's where character is built. That's where progress happens, even if it's invisible at the time. The truth is, you won't always be motivated. You won't always feel strong. But strength isn't in how you feel, it's in what you do in spite of how you feel. You train your mind by proving to yourself that you're not driven by emotion, but by purpose. Each time you push through discomfort, you make yourself mentally tougher. You prove to yourself that you can rely on you. It doesn't matter if it's not your best day. What matters is that you keep going. Some days, showing up might mean giving 100%. Other days, it might mean just doing enough to not lose ground. But either way, you show up. You honor the promise you made to yourself. So don't wait for the perfect conditions. Don't wait to feel ready. The most powerful momentum you'll ever create comes from simply refusing to quit. Keep showing up, especially when it's hard, because that's where growth lives. That's where the transformation begins. Many people believe that being consistent means being perfect, never missing a step, never slipping up. But that's not the truth. Real consistency is about staying committed, not flawless. It's about progress over time, not perfection in every moment. You're going to have off days. You're going to mess up, miss a workout, procrastinate, or feel like you took a step backward. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. What separates the people who succeed from the ones who stay stuck is simple. They don't quit when it gets messy. They don't let one bad day turn into a bad week. They understand that the journey isn't supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be real asterisk. And real growth comes from learning how to get back up after you fall. Every time you slip and still come back, you're building something stronger than a streak. You're building resilience. You're teaching yourself that setbacks don't define you. What defines you is your ability to return, to refocus, and to keep moving. Consistency means that no matter how many times you get knocked down, you get up one more time than you fall. You won't always be at your best, and that's okay. What matters most is that you stay in the game. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. You just need to be present more often than you're not. Small wins add up. Showing up even at 50% is better than not showing up at all. So give yourself grace, but stay committed. Don't wait until you feel flawless to continue. Pick yourself up. Keep going. The goal isn't to be perfect every day. The goal is to never stop returning to what matters. That's the heart of true consistency. There is a version of you out there, a stronger, wiser, more focused version. That version doesn't come from wishing or waiting. It comes from the choices you make daily, especially the choice to stay consistent. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And that bridge is built, step by step, with every action you take when you don't feel like it. It's easy to dream. It's easy to talk about goals. But the ones who actually reach them are the ones who stay the course when it's hard, when it's dull, when it feels like nothing is changing. They understand that greatness isn't a one-time event. It's a product of repeated effort, and that effort, done consistently, transforms you. Your future self is watching. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "It's not a big deal if I skip today," that version of you drifts further away. But when you say, "I don't feel like it, but I'll do it anyway," you move closer. You become more of who you're meant to be. The difference between someone who achieves their goals and someone who doesn't is usually not talent or luck. It's consistency rooted in discipline. You won't always see the results right away. You won't always get recognition or rewards immediately. But every time you show up, you're investing in something bigger than the moment. You're building character, shaping habits, and strengthening belief in yourself. Discipline isn't punishment, it's a form of self-respect. It's proof that you believe in your future enough to work for it even when it's tough. So keep showing up, keep choosing consistency, the version of you you're chasing. You'll meet them on the other side of discipline, and when you do, it'll all be worth it.